What if I want to have sex before I get married?
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Alright, picture this. You're in your health class, freshman year of high school. You walk in and there's your PE teacher, still in his tracksuit, still wearing that damn whistle around his neck. He's holding an out-of-date textbook in one hand and gestures with the other while he squints at the text, trying to skim as much as he can, because he clearly isn't qualified to teach health, but budget cuts. Anyway, sidetrack, PE teacher doesn't know what he's talking about and desperately trying to find a way out of explaining how penetrative sex works. Well, you guys know what I mean, is his go-to line when he can't get himself to actually say the words penis, vagina, sex, penetrate. Well, you guys get the idea. And you, being the innocent little freshman that you are, genuinely has no idea what he means. Great. By the end of term, all you have learned is that the movie Juno's actually used to scare kids out of having sex, and that if you're not abstinent, you'll die. Sound familiar? Even in states like Oregon, where comprehensive sex education is policy, many sex education teachers are not getting the training resources they need. This lack of training and resources leads to inconsistencies in sex education taught within the same state.
Ilana is a certified sex educator based in Portland. Her mission is to facilitate conversations and provide opportunities for education and evolution regarding sex and sexuality. Through workshops, curriculum development, private consultations, speaking engagements, and articles, Ilana hopes to engage people in pursuit of sex positivity, knowledge, and confidence.
Unfortunately, in most schools, it isn't based on who's interested in it. It's like, okay, who's got a free period, or oh, it's PE or biology. Like that's where it's going to go, and they could be totally uncomfortable. They could be, I mean, let's face it, they could be anti-LGBTQ+. Like there's all kinds of things that can go off the rails when you just sort of randomly assign it to something. So yes, I think that if again we can train our teachers, help them own the material in a way that allows them to feel confident in delivery, we can go a long way. I definitely think it is the place of the school to provide fact-based sex ed.
I hear these sex education classes are teaching kids how to get it on, like dirty style. Kids already hear enough from peers and TV that they should be having sex. They don't need to hear it from their school teachers. Schools should be teaching abstinence.
Contrary to what you might have heard, comprehensive sex education does cover abstinence. Students are taught not to have sex before they're ready and the benefits of abstaining. When people say they want to teach abstinence in schools, they mean only abstinence until marriage and nothing else.
Sex education can be divided into 3 groups. Abstinence-only sex education is sex education that presents abstinence as the only morally acceptable sexual choice and provides limited or no information on contraceptives and condoms. Abstinence-only education often employs fear tactics to scare students away from sex. Comprehensive sex education is sex education that teaches about abstinence as the best method for preventing pregnancy and STDs, but also talks about condoms as contraceptives as a viable method for preventing these issues. Abstinence plus sex education is a type of sex ed that stands between abstinence only and comprehensive sex education. While it provides information about contraception and condoms, there's also a presence of strong abstinence messages. Comprehensive sex education also discusses other aspects of sex that are left out of abstinence-only sex education, such as abortions, masturbation, and sexual orientation. Comprehensive sex education presents sex in a more positive way than abstinence-only sex education does.
As of October 1st, 2017, only 34 states and Washington, D.C. require education on HIV, and of these 34 states, only 24 of them require sex education. As surprising as it may sound, only 13 out of 50 states require that their sex education curriculum be medically accurate. Of these 13, only 8 of them require that the information be culturally appropriate and unbiased. On top of all of this, only 2 states in the United States, California and Louisiana, require that information may not promote religion. Of the 37 states that require information on abstinence, 18 of them do not require any information on birth control or contraception. Abstinence-only sex education has been shown to have many downfalls. From medical inaccuracy to religious biases, there are many factors to abstinence-only sex education that are problematic for teens placed into the program. Abstinence-only education has been proven harmful, yet it is still the most popular form of sex education in the United States. According to advocatesforyouth.org, teens who receive a comprehensive sex education are 50% less likely to experience pregnancy than those who received an abstinence-only sex education. Of the 50 states, only 12 require the discussion of sexual orientation, and of these 12 states, 3 of them require that the information is all negative.
The Trump administration neglects the importance that sex education has on public health. An example of this being that Trump's administration has cut more than $213 million from teen pregnancy prevention programs, while simultaneously proposing a budget that devotes almost $300 million towards abstinence-only sex education.
You know, let's be honest, I mean, the climate that our country is in right now is so devastating and disempowering, and would be lying here and say after January, I lost a lot of my mojo for this because I felt so overwhelmed by the tax and how can I possibly, as a woman voice, be at all effective, but you have to soldier on. You have to believe ultimately the pendulum is going to swing back, and only with effort and with conversation and with energy are we ever going to possibly surmount this incredibly toxic environment we are in. As you pointed out, so much of it is on simply reproductive health, simply the reproductive components of our sexually reproductive organs. And as we all know, sex and sexuality is far beyond that. So if I have my druthers, it would include orientation and expression. It would include gender roles. It would include pleasure. It would include exploration.
So what is the solution? Policy that enforces comprehensive sex education and provides teachers with the proper training and resources. This sex education should work to provide students with skills to have a healthy sex life and a healthy view of their own sexuality. What should sex education be?
Reduces shame. It gives accurate, fact-based information that's not tainted by someone's perspective, political, or personal. It can allow people a safe space in which to perform their own inquiries and recognize what their personal perspectives and values are. But unfortunately, so much of sexuality education is prescriptive, which says this is okay, this is not okay, and doesn't allow for that kind of flexibility in terms of one's own explorations. And let's face it, we're all sort of on our own sexual journeys, and anytime someone's telling you this is right and this is wrong, they're holding you back from finding your path in your own way. So that's one thing. I think another thing that really solid curriculum and delivery can do is raise questions